So we're today at Worth There with Chris. Chris is the owner of Worth There alongside his wife Laura. I've come to you for about 7-8 years now.
God, probably more than that.
Probably more than that.
This has been open 5, and I met you 2 years before that, and then I worked there for 5 years, so that's 12 years.
So we've gone on very similar journeys in our careers, but Chris in his field and me in mine, where Chris used to work at another popular barbers in Sheffield, City Centre barbers in Sheffield, where he wasn't really allowed to do his own thing. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, for sure. Well, we were tied down, weren't we? Like, always felt like I was just following someone else's song sheet, so it was about time that took your own path and moved in the right direction.
So he made strides to get here where he's right now, and he went on a bit of a journey to do that, and the same for me with what I've done in fitness. I took steps to get here, so believe it or not, like a lot of lessons have been learned sat in this chair. I've took a lot away from Chris, and it's a really good time to chill. I always come here, I always fall asleep. Every single time I come
here. Literally, I think every single time you fell asleep. Probably because I'm so boring.
And it's cool to not, like people like within fitness and bodybuilding and coaching and all that, I think you need to surround yourself by other coaches and stuff. It's not. You need to surround yourself by people who've got the same sort of values and the same sort of drive and motivation, no matter what the field is or the industry is. It's only the application that's different.
You see, I've always believed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You were moving into, becoming a personal trainer. What was the thing that worried you the most, walking out of that job and walking into a job that, let's face it, you'd never done before? You'd only ever had it as a hobby, right?
Yeah, it's just the stability. Like, the stability scared me. Because every single job I had previously I was always employed, I was always salaried, I was always guaranteed a bottom line, no matter how I performed. I was incentivised, but...
Yeah, but incentivised by money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, by sales and money, nothing else.
No.
So, like, at the end of the day, I suppose, money doesn't create... money's easy, it makes things move around, but it doesn't necessarily create legends, does it? I mean, like, you need it, obviously, in order to not be living under a bridge.
Yeah.
But when it comes to working in those kind of sales jobs, it literally is money, money, money. Make more money, get more money.
And I was becoming a bit empty. I was thinking, I'm putting all this energy into driving for these sort of bonuses and stuff, and I'm thinking, I don't like who I'm becoming. Like, I don't like what it's making me. So it was a hang up going away from that, but it was also, I had a lot of adrenaline, a lot of sort of hype and excitement about going into fitness, because it was, right, this is on you now, you make it work, go do it.
Absolutely. It's your baby, it's your problem. If it fails, it's all on you, right?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, you've got to fail a few times, but like failing to the point of like losing your business versus, a few little fails to get you moving forward are two different things, right? So was money the biggest fear?
I think it was just at that stage of my life where it was like the house was an issue, like the car was going to be an issue, like thinking about like a family long term and all that sort of stuff. So I was thinking, right, can I really afford to take a risk and be behind?
But like a worst case scenario.
But, and mate, that's like modern world. That's modern world convincing you need to be at a certain stage by a certain age, and it's a load of shit. You don't need to do anything by any key milestone.
I feel the same. Like when we started, you've got to work on a worst case scenario. Like, if we don't make any money in month 1, what are we going to do? Like, are we going to just drink water and eat bread? Like, is that literally going to be where we're at? And you have to sort of take that risk and then be surprised by like, oh shit, actually we made a bit of money on month 1. Like, it might not be a lot, but it was okay, and we managed to pay the bills, and that's that.
I must admit, when I did it, I had like a timeline. I thought, right, how long can I go without earning?
Without anything?
Anything.
had exactly the same problem. And how did you deal with that? Did you just work harder?
Yeah.
Just work harder, longer.
Yeah. So when I was in construction, I started to work as a PT at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was doing both jobs, and it was just that tipping point where I was literally on my arse. I had no energy for anything. My missus at the time, I didn't see her whatsoever, and it just wasn't tenable to do both jobs. It just wasn't achievable. I mean, like, I had work ethic. I was working the 9 to 5, and then I'd go and work as a PT till like 9 o'clock at night, 5 days a week, then working PT hours on a Saturday and Sunday. And it just, you can do that for so long.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I have to be attractive to the people that come. So they have to like me, but they also have to like what I do. There's no good liking what I do and me being a complete and utter twat, is there? Like, otherwise I'm going to only get a certain player, and I don't want that. The world doesn't revolve around me just doing one type of person. Like, in order to be successful, I need to be able to do everything, and I want to be that person. I want to be not great at everything. I just want to be good at a level at everything, so that my knowledge level is large, but I'm always trying to get better. Always. No point, like, worst place you can be is shit hot at everything. Because where do you go from there? You can't do it, right?
Yeah, a lot of my clients that come through now are young lads who want to be coaches, and obviously, and you know the pull of Instagram, you know the pull of social media. It makes everything look so achievable, so easy. And yeah, I mean, I must admit, I like putting content out that I like putting out. But at first, I can remember when I was first in the industry, I was thinking, right, I've got to say this because this is the right type of thing that a coach would say. This is the right type of thing that I should be putting out.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, yeah, you've got to bring a level of value. But if you try and emulate these people who seem to have it all, you're just going to be like another version of them. You're going to be a carbon copy, and you're going to have nothing unique to offer.
Absolutely. And social media is the best and worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
like, it can be the catalyst for real toxic sort of conversations, or it can actually talk about things that are really important. Actually, a lot of people struggle with all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So think about what you were saying there about attracting the right type of people. The nutrition company that I'm going to go to see today, that conversation started because they were bought into me as a person and what I was bringing. So Revive Nutrition in Sheffield, they contacted me and asked to collaborate on some work, and that's led to this sponsorship. And yeah, I openly said, I think I said to you in the past, I said they could have gone for somebody with a massive following and loads more reach on like social media and stuff, but it was very cool to hear them say they wanted to support me because of who I am and like the values I sort of portray and how I run my business. So yeah, that's like real world example of how being yourself can lead to opportunities. Except for all the guys who ask where I get my beard done on Instagram, I will not post the address for Chris because I know he's come here.
Other good barbershops are available.
Because to get your beard done is to actually have a beard in the first place.
That is very true.
So unfortunately you're out of the running there, Alex.
He's got a beard.
It's not bad. It's not bad. There's no right angles on this beard.
Not yet.
No. And that's where my enjoyment is. There was definitely a point, 100% a point in my life where, like, I wanted the money, I want the cash, I want the cars, I want all that sort of stuff. But I just want to thoroughly enjoy what I do. I want to wake up and, like, I said this on the last video. Like, I've got a lifestyle at the minute, not a job. which sometimes gives you that feeling that, right, hold on, you should be doing more. This is not you. This is not right. That sort of imposter syndrome bit. But this has always been the goal. The goal is like more important than the money and all that sort of stuff. The goal is to have a full life, and that's what I learned from being in sales. That's why I said at the beginning. I was not liking who I was becoming, because everything was. It's about this target. It's about this bonus. It's about this structure. It's about getting on this pay packet, and it's like there's got to be more. There's got to be more.
There is more. Money doesn't make the world go round. It's not happiness. It's not anything. It's just one of the things that unfortunately a lot of us strive for and fall short on. Get up out of bed every day to try and make more money, then you are destined to fail.
Yeah,
because yes, okay, you may become successful in terms of money, but once you realise that you can buy the house and you can buy the car, and when you sit in the car it's just a car, and when you sit in a massive house with no mates it's just a big house, that you realise that all the happiness lies in social connection and the things that we live our lives daily for: routine, structure,
experiences,
exercise, growing, conversation, all the things that COVID took away, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's now become so important to everybody. So striving for the other thing, money, and being like, yes, I will be successful when I can buy a Lamborghini, is it's such a myth. It doesn't work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So this series is real world people, real conversations. It's going to be about, I say this a lot on Instagram, I say, don't look too far for inspiration. And I think the people in your circles, the people around can offer you so much. So that's what we're going to go into, and that's what we're going to give you an insight into. Yeah, so a lot of people ask me when I came into fitness, like, who sort of influenced me and who do I speak to about it. It's people like Chris, who you just met there. It wasn't always necessarily fitness people and people in coaching and bodybuilding. You need to have a really rounded view whenever you're pushing for something. And I think it's important that you speak to people who share the same sort of ethos and values as you, and you'll see that Chris has got that in abundance. He's a really successful guy. Thought-provoking conversations happen when I sit in that chair. So a lot of the sort of business plans I've put together have been based off the conversations I've had with him. So yeah, more to come. When I tried those samples, you get me, oh my god. I don't think I've told you I've been struggling recently, like digestion and stuff. But wow, honestly, I ate them and I'll text you straight away, don't I? That jerk chicken, mate.
We don't just want to be a meal prepping at the end of it. We just want to obviously supply good meals to top athletes like yourself, who's on that step to getting better and better, because we're on that step as well.
Yeah, I think we've touched on this today. We've been speaking a lot about the sort of the USP in Revive and myself and like what we do, and like the unique selling point of people is like the value, isn't it? It's like what you guys want to do and like where you see yourself going. Like that sort of ambition is what I have as an athlete and as a coach, and I think. And
that's why we've had our eye on you for ages. Obviously, we've seen how you train, how your ethos, you work hard, you want what you want out of it. So
we're coming to Revive Nutrition at Sheffield. So the big announcement is that they will be sponsoring me going forward. This is Ash, he leads up Revive Nutrition with a massive team, and we're here to show you what it's going to be about and what this partnership's going to be about. We've discussed our goals and our sort of ethos and what we want to do going forward, and it's crazy how what I want to do in fitness and in bodybuilding marries up to what Revive want to do in the sort of meal prep world and what they want to bring. So yeah, we're going to show you what they offer and Revive offer. I said they, it's we now, isn't it? As soon as I sign on the dark line, it's going to be what we offer. What we offer, and I think like we've just been chatting about this. We've been chatting about this as well to Chris. We met one of my friends, Chris, earlier. We were chatting about what makes things different and what makes things different in business, and it's what you put into it, and what I put into coaching and bodybuilding is what Ash and the team put into their company at Revive, and you'll see that in the quality of the meals. The meals are outrageous, and I think you touched on it earlier. You said you wanted to make sort of nutritional, healthy meals that felt like you were kind of
eating a cheat meal every day.
Eating a takeaway,
It's actually healthy.
This is Luke. He's a chef here at Revive, and he's going to talk us through some of the things that go into the meals and how they prepare it. I don't know what I'm looking at, I must admit. So this is all on you, buddy.
Yeah, so we've got the basics to what go into the jerk chicken dish that's on the menu at Revive at the minute. So on this side there's everything that goes into the rice and peas. So we've got nutmeg, garlic, scotch bonnet, kidney beans, spring onion or scallion, and then just your normal table salt. And on this side we've got everything that goes into your jerk sauce. So you've got spring onions, fresh lime, fresh ginger, soy sauce, ketchup, garlic, brown sugar, and again nutmeg. So yeah, I mean, we're just going to see if we can get all this together and sort of make a meal just for you guys on the inside.
This is so good. This is so good. I get this every day.
So obviously Aaron's passed me his macros, so I'll pass it on to Luke. Obviously it fits within his macros, so obviously jasmine rice, 100 grams. And then his sauce content will match his avocado content for fat. And just all together, and that's basically it, but makes it a lot more exciting than chicken and rice and avocado.
The idea behind it's just to try and throw a bit of thrill in the gym meals, you know. It can't be good eating broccoli and rice and chicken every day. So.
And I think this is going to give you guys an insight to something you're going to see, because in a few weeks, myself, Jimmy and Nath are going to come here, and you guys are going to show us how to make a meal, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're going to see who's best. That should be interesting.
But
I'll take that. I'll win that.
Yeah, it's scotch bonnet.
Oh, that gets you. It gets you in. You'll be told you couldn't handle that. That's nice. You're seeing what these guys put into this food, and it's phenomenal. So for me to get supported by them, enjoy my food, know what level of work's getting put into it, it's just going to make my life so much easier. And achieving the goals that I want to achieve in bodybuilding and coaching and stuff like that, it's just going to feel easier. So I'm going to be eating awesome food while I'm eating up, and it's not going to feel like a chore, and I know what level's been put into it. So yeah, it's amazing opportunity, amazing experience, and like you guys are watching this will see this food and think, yeah, I can eat up, I can diet down, and I can enjoy my food. That's the ticket, innit? That's all the grail, innit? There's levels here. There's levels here. There's absolute levels in here.
Well,
you can see what they're putting into it. It's not just batch cook, profit margins. It's quality and pride in the work. So that's going to take it all over. One of the things that I've always wanted to do is make life easier for the guys I coach and the athletes I work with. In modern world, you want a one-stop shop for everything. So myself and Revive, we'll be talking about packaging coaching services as well as meals, because if you can come to us for one service where I'll do coaching, do training, we'll send you your meals, then it's a no-brainer. I've just spent, you saw in the video, I spent £100 on one food shop of 3 in a week. It's £300 a week that I'm spending on food. Like, if I put that towards meals, if I put that towards coaching, it's one invoice, it's all done, dusted, easy. easy life. I can just concentrate on what I want to. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. I sent my macros over to the guys yesterday, and this is the third meal that I'm going to be having off them, getting made up. So this is to my macro split, this is to my weight split. Chicken, this is jerk chicken getting made, and then I've got 2 other meals that you're going to see have been pre-prepared. So jerk chicken, rice, chicken macaroni, rice and an onion salad, and you've got Thai green curry. Like, meal prep, this is meal prep. It's insane. You would pay for that in a restaurant, you would pay for that in a restaurant, you would pay for that in a restaurant. And these aren't small meals, you can see that. And every single one of these meals is going to be easy to eat, enjoyable, and it's going to get me where I want to be. So, wow, speechless, genuinely speechless. So we're going to bring you more food content from myself and the guys at Revive. You've seen the level that goes into these meals, so we're going to give you more content, see what goes on behind the scenes, what we've got planned in the future, and how we're going to take this to the #1 meal prep company in the country.